end this losing streak. So how do you find that balance of having that sense of urgency, but maybe not trying to press and do too much on the field?
I mean, you just go out there and play football, execute, and we let the cards fall where they fall. It's just how we prepare and go out there, have fun, and play loose, and, we'll live with the outcomes.
Fun question for you. Thanksgiving spread. What goes on your plate? What are the big items for Jayden Daniels?
Mac and cheese is one. That's turkey, ham, mashed potatoes, some gravy. But, mac and cheese is number one for me.
Jayden, with Brian Robinson and Austin Eckler both kind of dealing with injuries, how does that affect your guys' rushing game? And do you feel any more responsibility to kind of shoulder the load as a runner after being kind of more contained the past few weeks?
Nah, I just go out there and do my job. That's it. I don't try to do more than I need to. I just go out there, do my job, and we got other guys that are able to run the ball. Obviously, B-Rob and Eckler, those are two guys that can rush the ball at a high level, and we'd love to have them out there, but things happen in football, so the next man up mentality.
Hey, Jayden, while you all are going through this adversity currently, how important is it for you all to have veterans like Bobby Wagner and Zach Ertz on this team?
I mean, it's huge just to have guys that have been through stuff like that. Those two guys that you mentioned also won Super Bowl, so obviously throughout their career, everything's not going to be perfect. So it's ups and downs to football and stuff like that. So it's just lean on those guys, lean on each other, go out there and just play ball.
Jayden, I was curious, when you get pressure from the exterior, from the edges, versus when it comes up the middle, how much does that impact you and whatever the play design is?
You mean like
when it's an edge rusher coming off, or when it's just somebody coming like A-gap just right up the middle of the line?
I mean, if somebody's running full speed right up the middle, it's different to react. Yeah, obviously you got other guys around, but interior pressure, exterior pressure, everybody knows it's different. You want to be able to push the pocket, and exterior pressure, maybe you're able to get outside, stuff like that. But interior, those are two different type of things. I mean, it just affects football in general. So, we try to minimize as much as we can.
And then how good did it feel for you just after a couple games where your running skills hadn't gotten going, just to get that back going against Dallas?
I mean, it felt good. I mean, it felt good to run and be able to use my God-given abilities, but it's always been there. So,
the forecast for Sunday is pretty cold. You didn't play in a ton of cold games in college. What's different about that, or what do you do to prepare for a cold weather game?
Play football. I don't know. We'll figure it out on Sunday. Yeah.
What do you remember about that Arkansas game? Is there anything you can take from that, I guess, going forward?
It was cold. That's the main one. Yeah. I don't know. It was just cold. We won the game, so that was a big thing.
Is that the coldest game you played in, you think?
That is the coldest game I played in.
Kind of going back to Terry, there's just so much noise about where a receiver lines up, whether it's left, right. For you as a quarterback, I mean, I know you're running a certain play. How much impact does left versus right have on the actual play and, going through your progressions? I don't know if I asked that.
I mean, to answer that, I think, it's easier for, I guess, the defense to know where you're going to line up at or something like that and be able to try to roll covers and stuff like that. But, throughout these games, they still leave Terry one-on-one at some point. So, we still got to be able to capitalize on those opportunities and be able to give him the ball. But, I mean, wherever Terry lines up at, eyes are going to be on him. So, that's a big thing.
Take a couple more.
Do you like turkey?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I like food in general, but I like how my family cooks it for sure.
Jayden, Marshawn Lattimore was up there practicing today. I don't know if you guys shared the field, if you've done any team reps or anything, but what kind of a lift can a player like that do you guys just on a practice field?
I mean, he's a very good player, so it's good to see him out there practicing and doing his thing. So, but I just got to go out there and focus on what we can control. When he's ready to go, he's gonna be ready to go. So, but now it's like, hey, how can I get this offense going?
Jayden, in the early part of the season, everybody on the team was talking so much about how the winning was bringing you guys together. Have you guys felt that this adversity these past few weeks has also brought you guys together in a way?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a special group of guys that like to be around each other, have each other's back. So, win, lose, or draw, we're always here for each other. We're not pointing fingers. We're not turning on each other. I mean, the locker room is pretty strong to me.
And today is the 17th anniversary of Sean Taylor's death. I'm going to guess you probably don't remember watching him play.
I do.
Knowing the impact he
Yeah.
had on the fan base here, this franchise, and knowing your role in this franchise now, what does he mean to you?
I mean, I watched Sean Taylor. I used to watch his highlights. So, man, I know one of my close friends, Jordan Clark. His dad, obviously, Ryan Clark. They play together here, so he had a huge impact on Jordan. But just overall in the football world, just who he was and as a human being, and the impact that he made on the field. Obviously, his electrified playing hits and making plays on the ball. So, I mean, it's awesome just to have his remembrance here and try to keep that going.
Appreciate it, Jay.
Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, man.